Your friendly neighborhood YouTuber is rated PG-13. Parental advisory, explicit content. Viewer discretion is advised. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, Red Hood. Hey, what's up everyone? It's your friendly neighborhood YouTuber, guys. And guess what? We are back here again with another action figure review. Okay, so today we are back with this gentleman right in front of us, Red Hood, DC's Red Hood from the Killer Croc Build-A-Figure wave. Now, if you guys have been watching, oh yeah, I had the Star Wars in the background too, so if you're wondering what the hell Star Wars is doing in this review, that was my last review that I did of Lando versus Lando in the back right there. So if you guys didn't see that review, check it out. I'll move them in a minute. But if you guys are familiar with watching my reviews, you know that I was kind of hesitant to pick up this wave, but you know how much I really would love to build that Killer Croc, because that Killer Croc looks awesome, man. So as you guys can see, I kind of bought this figure loose. He is missing a piece. That is because I have the pieces right here. As you guys know, I've only reviewed one other figure from this wave, which is KG Beast, which his pelvis and his face came with that figure. The Killer Croc came with that. These two pieces came with KG Beast, and of course, I think one of the arms came with, or what's the leg? I can't remember. That came with Red Hood. But these pieces right here, I bought loose simply because I didn't want to buy any of the other figures to this wave. I didn't really care too much for them. So the only piece that I'm missing, as you guys can see right here in front of you, is the torso itself, which is from the Katana figure, which I have coming soon. I ordered the Katana figure because I don't have a Katana in my collection. Same thing with Red Hood. Now, there were some reviews of Red Hood that were done, and there were some people that didn't like this Red Hood or not. We'll see. I haven't reviewed it yet, but we're going to take a look at that. But I wanted to show you my progress. And so when I get that torso to that Killer Croc, I'm going to go ahead and build that Killer Croc, man, because I think the Killer Croc looks awesome. Okay, so let's take this Red Hood out of the package. Of course, he comes with interchangeable head and interchangeable hands. So yeah, as you see, I bought this figure loose. One main reason is why, because I got him for a good deal. So let's pop this red figure out. he's in there, dude. I don't think the person that I got this from, I think he just bought the figure because he wanted to build the figure piece for the Killer Croc, which I don't blame him. But yeah, because he hasn't been taken out of this. He's in there, dude. He is freaking in there. Okay, jeez. Okay, I got one leg out. Okay. Alright, so here is Red Hood. And yeah, I can see the complaints with this figure. I mean, that head is shiny. And somebody said his head is gigantic compared to the rest of his body, which, yeah, it's a little big. I have to admit, the head is a little big. He's got a big forehead, too. That's not a forehead, that's a 5 head. But he's not bad. I mean, he's not bad. And he's got guns that don't come out of his holsters, which suck. And therefore he can't use the guns. So yeah, that kind of sucks. Okay, so let's take out his head sculpt, and you know what, we'll leave his interchangeable hands in there, because what's the point, you know what I mean? If you can't really hold anything, can't take these guns out, which freaking blows, but nonetheless. Okay, so let's check out his articulation. He's really, really stiff. Not too shabby. He's kind of laying in the bed like with the pillow on each side, like ladies, I'm ready. Not bad. His head is really, really shiny. I can't get over his head sculpt. Double jointed knees. Might have to warm him up. I mean, he's not bad, but you know. I mean, if you're looking for a cheap Red Hood figure to add in your collection, you can go ahead and pick this guy up. Of course, I wanted to get the Arkham Asylum Red Hood, but those are hard to come by, especially for a cheap price. So being that we got some Star Wars figures here, let's compare him with another guy who's rocking the brown members only jacket. So here's the young Solo with Red Hood. Being that we have him out here. And like I said, stay tuned towards the end of the video, guys, where I'm going to compare him with some other DC figures. Okay, so let's pop off this head sculpt, which pops off very nicely. Look at that ball joint, man. The thing is long. Then we'll pop on this head, see if this one looks any better. Let me take this off camera. Okay. Yeah, that head sculpt actually looks a little bit better. The head is a little bit more accurate to his body. I mean, I actually do like this. This actually is really nice, but I do like the Red Hood right here. But then again, this kind of measures up with his body. So I don't know, guys. What do you guys think? I actually like this head sculpt. Actually, it's not that bad, and it's more proportionately correct with his body. And it's not a bad face sculpt. Let's put the Red Hood back on there. Yeah, it's nice, but it's really, really shiny, dude. And it is pretty gigantic. The head is pretty gigantic. But he's a nice figure. Okay, guys, let's do some comparisons, and I'll go ahead and rate this figure, let you know what I think of him. So let's do some comparisons. Okay, guys, so here is Red Hood with the other figure that I reviewed from this wave. We have KG Beast, which actually is not a bad figure. It's just his legs are so short and stumpy. But he's a nice figure overall. It's amazing. These DC figures are not proportionally accurate. Like Red Hood's head is freaking huge on his body, and then you got KG Beast's legs that are really short and stumpy. So that makes me wonder. Let me see. I wonder, can I remove this guy's head? Oh, probably not. Yeah, I was trying to remove this guy's head, but he might have to be warmed up. I was thinking about taking this mask off and putting it on here, but being that his head, he has a look. His head is bigger than KG Beast, so I'm thinking this head sculpt would probably go better on this body, being that it's much smaller. So yeah, this is how they measure up, guys. Let me put KG Beast back here, and let me break out some other DC figures. So you have Batman right here, a very dated Batman, but he still holds up in my opinion. Another multiverse figure. These multiverse figures are not all that great. And then you have Cyborg right here, which is not actually a bad figure, but this is how they go right here. Not too shabby. I do want to give, excuse me, I do want to give this Red Skull a weapon, so I'll have to find a weapon for him, and then I'll show him at the end of the video. Maybe giving him a gun maybe will make his head appear smaller. And speaking of giving somebody a gun, so here is Deathstroke. This is based on the Arrow series. And this is how they measure up right here. And you can see the size difference. And I actually gave this Arrow a gun. He didn't come with a gun, guys. I think he came up with this gun, but I felt like this gun just wasn't enough because he had all this artillery and he was ready for war, man. So this gun is actually from Deadpool, a Marvel Select Deadpool, and it actually goes really, really great with this Deathstroke. So that's why I gave him the gun. And giving Deathstroke, Red Hood this gun, it wouldn't make any sense because it's so freaking huge. But it goes perfectly with this Deathstroke figure, guys. So let's try to find this guy a gun and see how he looks with a gun. Okay, guys, we are back. Okay, so I'm sure you guys wanted to see a comparison of him and Deadpool, right? Just because I wanted to see a comparison. So yeah, this is how Red Hood and Marvel Legends Deadpool measure up. Not too shabby. Okay, so I found him some guns. So let's see what he looks like with some guns. I got a big old Tommy gun weapon here. I got a big fat pistol. I got this gun right here that you probably have seen with your Bishop figure from Marvel Legends. And then I got this gun right here, kind of like a machine gun. Actually, probably would look best with this gun. This gun, his hand might be a little bit too small to hold this gun, and he doesn't look right with it. This Bishop gun, I don't know. Let's see. I would hate to stretch out his hands. Let's see how he looks with this small pistol, because I feel like he probably would look best with this machine gun right here. Yeah, he does look good with this gun. He doesn't have a trigger finger. Let me see. Maybe he might have a trigger finger and one of these. And the answer is no. But he does have a holding gun here. He doesn't... Yeah, there's no trigger finger. I guess why would they give him... Oh, wait. Maybe there is. Hold on. I'm trying to look for the hand with the trigger finger. And yeah, he does. Even though they didn't give him a gun, they gave him a trigger finger holding hand. Okay. So let's do some swappage of his hands right here. Put this one in here. So Red Hood is left-handed. So let's put this gun in here. Let's see how he looks with this. Actually, I don't think it's going to make a difference because... Yeah, he can't even put his finger in the trigger anyways. And that just doesn't look right. If you want to, you can have him holding a gun like so. Which is actually not bad. I prefer him holding this in his right hand because I am a right-hander. If you guys are right-handers, give me a like. To all my left-handers, don't give me no dislike, you aliens. Leave your thoughts in the comments, guys, if you're left-handed. I want to know how many of my subscribers are left-handed. Yeah, so this looks pretty good. Let's see. This big old fat pistol is just might be a little bit too much for this guy. Yeah, it's too big. That's what she said. Yeah, it's just proportionally wise, it's just a big fat gun. And this weapon right here, yeah, that one can work too. Yeah, you can have him packing. Yeah, this can work because it matches. So yeah, that doesn't look too bad. What do you guys think? So yeah, Red Hood is packing. Okay, guys, so let's do a measurement of this guy. Let's go ahead and rate this figure, and I'll let you know if I like him or not. Okay, so Red Hood stands just under 6.5 inches. Okay, guys, I'm going to be real. I think he's a decent figure. Listen, do I recommend him? I don't know, man. I mean, it depends on how much you love DC. If you're a DC collector, there are better versions of Red Hood, but he's the newer version out. I mean, he is very clean. His head, like I said, is very gigantic, and the guns don't remove from his gun holsters, guys, which kind of suck. But other than that, he's a pretty nice figure. And like I said, if you don't want the Red Hood, oops, my bad, you can put this head sculpt on here like so. So yeah, I mean, that works better too, you know what I mean? So if you don't want this shiny red hood on there, then you have this face sculpt right here. So it just really depends, guys. I do like him better with this, even though he looks much cooler with this head sculpt. But like I said, it's just so freaking gigantic, man. But he is nice overall, guys. So listen, I'm gonna be very generous. Well, actually not too generous. I am going to give this guy a solid 6. The weapons that I gave him just kind of take him up a notch. Actually, this gun might be a little bit too freaking big now that I'm looking at it off screen. But yeah, give him a weapon and he looks more badass. But what you get, guys, alone, it's, I would say pass if you're a DC collector. If you're just getting this guy to get your Killer Croc arm, then yeah, or leg, or whatever he came with. But, you know, he is nice. You know, aesthetically, he is very pleasing to look at. You know, his articulation is not bad. I mean, there are worser DC figures, multiverse figures, than this guy right here. And, yeah, I would have to give him a 6, simply because the guns and the head. If his head was a little bit smaller and if his guns came out, I probably would give him a solid 7, but because those are two major flaws with this figure, I'm going to have to give him a 6, guys. And like I said, I wouldn't recommend him if you guys are not a DC collector, but if you do want to get this awesome piece, Build-A-Figure piece, this giant feet, and build this Killer Croc, then yeah, I suggest picking it up. But other than that, yeah, I definitely say he's a pass. You know, I think get the Arkham Asylum Red Hood. He's probably a little bit more better. Matter of fact, I know he's probably a little bit better. And, yeah, we'll leave it at that, guys. There's nothing more I can say about this figure. Let me know. Do you guys own this figure? Do you guys plan on picking him up? Maybe judge for yourself. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. If you like this little review, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you want to receive more cool, epic reviews like this. And yeah, he's not a bad figure, but I don't know, man. I guess it just depends on your own liking. You know what I mean? He's not bad, but he's not great. Okay, guys, so we'll leave it at that. If you like this little, like I said, why am I repeating myself? You guys already know what to do. All right, so we'll leave it at that, and I will catch you guys in the next review. Just want to thank all of you for watching, and we are out. Bye.